Hello, welcome back. This is another video tutorial in making a Pokemon style game in AGS. I want to set up the uh, battle interface. So I'm going to set the background and border to be transparent, and I'm going to rename the GUI to be Battle UI. We'll set the visibility false because we don't want it to be displayed when the game first loads. And I'm going to just create a big button and I'm going to import a UI element in, and it's going to be the battle UI. So there's no transparency. So I'm just going to put this in here, like just roughly in the center. And we don't need it to be clickable. So we'll set that to false. And it doesn't really need any kind of name or anything. It's just literally just we're just using this as an image. So I'm going to lock it. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a button again. I'm going to create a new subdirectory. I'm going to call this Pokémon front. Import new sprites. We'll go to Pokémon front. I may as well just select all of these because these are the first 10 in the game that I've got set up. So we'll import all. So we'll just go with the Bulbasaur to begin with. That'll do. And then we're going to create another button which we'll use as an image. I'm going to create a new subfolder and call this Pokemon back. We'll import. We'll go and Pokemon back. Import that in. So that's our Pokemon in the battle. And then I'm going to create some labels. So I'll go with this, and I might just change the font. And we'll call this Poke name. What's the longest? Charizard. I don't know. Quite long anyway. We'll go with Poke name. So that's quite long, I suppose. Ideally, you want this kind of the length of this to be as long as the longest name of one of your creatures, really. I'm going to create another label. I may as well just copy this and paste it. Just out of curiosity, Bulbasaur. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. So this will be Poke name. Then we're going to create a new label and put that there. We'll set the font to be the smaller font. Might zoom in a bit. And we'll go with HP Z0, and then we'll do LVL for level 0. We'll make sure that it's long enough. I think that'll do. And then I'm going to copy this and paste it. Put that down here. I'll do, I think. So we need to give these labels a script name so we can manipulate them. So I'm going to call this L target Poke name, and this can be L Poke name, and this will be L target HP LVL. This will be L my HP LVL. So we also need to name these buttons because we're going to need to change these images depending on which wild Pokemon we're fighting. And also when we switch to a different Pokemon, we're going to need to change this image to reflect the Pokemon that we've chosen. So I'm just going to go with B, and it's going to be target Poke image. I may as well lock that. And then this will be B my Poke image, because in the kind of classic Game Boy versions, there was like it was actually a health bar, but we're just going to keep it simple and just display numbers. I'm also going to create another image. So we'll go to UI, import, and it's battle options. No transparency. I'm just going to slot that in there. Like maybe there. And we'll give that, and we're going to set the clickable to be false. We should do that for these as well. False. I'm going to set the visibility on this box to be false, so it's off when the battle screen comes on. And I'm going to give it a name, a script name. So we'll go with this. It'll be B battle options, and then we're going to create some buttons inside there. Image, and we're going to set our highlight 65. Let's give the button a name. So we'll do fight. Better change the font. I'll do, I think. Copy that, paste. This will be item, paste. This one's going to be Pokémon. No, that's the button. No, what am I doing there? Poke, copy, paste, and this will be run, because if you're fighting wild Pokemon, you can escape. Okay. So now we need to name all these. So that's B fight, B item. This will be be switch. Actually, that's a better name. Switch. If it fits. If it fits. No, it doesn't really. But maybe I can make the box a bit bigger. That'll be fine. But that's B switch. And this is B run. I'm also going to set the visibility for each one of these to be false so we don't see it. May as well lock all these as well. Can we group them? You can. Oh, that's really handy. That's really good. So we can move that about. So let's just stick that there for a moment. And then I'm going to put a big text field. I'm just going to call this L battle details. Okay, and we'll set the visibility. We'll keep that true. So that's fine. That's great. So that's going to be essentially our screen for our combat. So let's create a quick script file, new script, and we're going to call this battle manager, and we'll go into the script file. So let's just talk about what we're going to do. Let's talk about the battle sequence. So let's make some comments and let's plan what we're going to do. Okay, so step 1 is there's a battle intro. Okay, so either it will be you have found a wild, and then it'll be the Pokemon type, or you'll be battling a trainer, like Blue wants to fight, etc. So that's the intro. And then we'll probably have Pokemon spawn in. Okay. Then we need to do a test. So we'll do a test. So that's the intro. And then we'll do a test. So it's a speed test to see which Pokemon acts first. Okay. Then there's step 2, which will be the attack. So player or enemy chooses move and activates. And we do a check to see if hit is successful. Okay. Then there's a step 3, and that will be damage is calculated and awarded. Step 4, the opposing side then activates following above step. Then when all this is done, we do a step 5, and that is well, actually, what we do is we will check if target faints. And then we do then we'll, if fighting trainer, they will select next Pokemon. So it's a good idea to plan this out, because these are the steps that we need to do to get our combat system to kind of flow right. And then and that's it basically, I believe. So we'll do the battle intro, then we do a speed test to see who goes first, then you get to do an attack, and if you don't, or like, you know, one shot the creature, then it goes to the other creature's turn and they get to do an attack on you, and damage is done. And then step 5, an outro. So XP awarded. Yeah, so XP awarded if Pokemon levels up, display stat changes, and then it's just end battle. Okay, so 5 steps. So we're going to do the intro first, and then we're going to work through this step by step in this battle manager. We have the UI now set up, ready to go. We're going to we might have to declare a few some custom variables in the battle manager that only the battle manager will use, but we'll work through it step by step. I'm literally going to be coding this up, just, you know, from the seat of my pants, really. I haven't pre-wrote the code, so we probably will run into a few issues here and there. But if we do it step by step, so the first thing that we're going to work on is the battle intro, and we'll get that working, and then and we'll just go from there, and we'll keep, and eventually we will have a full battle system. So there we go. So we'll see where we get to. So I shall see you in the next video. See you later.